One day, the fisherman had no luck at all. Was just about to pack up and go home when he felt a tug on his line. He caught a fish at last, pulling it out of the water.
It spoke to him. A talking fish. It said, "Oh, please, fisherman, put me back in the ocean. I am really an enchanted fish, under the spell of a witch, and I would not be good to eat."
The fisherman had never spoken to a fish before, or been spoken to by a fish. And he thought about what the fish said. He agreed, and he lowered the magic fish back in the ocean.
And it swam away.
The fisherman had nothing for supper, but was eager to tell his wife what had happened.
When he came home, his wife asked, "Well, husband, no fish for our supper tonight?"
Wait, the most amazing thing happened today. I caught a talking magic fish.
"Well, where is it?"
He asked me to let him go, and so I did.
"Oh, husband, that was a magic fish, and could have granted us a wish. Why didn't you wish for something? Anything?"
What would I have wished for? We are quite happy, aren't we?
I'll think about that. And so they went to bed that night without any supper. While the fisherman slept, the wife thought and thought. In the morning, she said to her husband, "Husband, go back to the ocean and call the fish. Ask him to grant us a wish. Ask him to give us a cottage to live in. This hut is so small."
Why would he give us a cottage?
"He will. You set him free. He must. Go ask him."
So the fisherman went back to the ocean and called to the fish. "Oh, fish in the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish."
The fish appeared and asked, "What does your wife want?"
"She wants to live in a cottage."
"Go home. She is there now."
The fisherman went home, and there was a beautiful cottage sitting where his hut had been. It was bright and cheerful home. His wife was inside making dinner. There were chickens, ducks, and goats in the yard, vegetables in the garden, and the trees were heavy with sweet fruit. The fisherman was amazed. "You were right, wife. Now we can be happy, happy as can be."
"Yes," said his wife. "We will see."
The fisherman was happy.
His wife was happy too. She was happy for 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks, the fisherman's wife said to him,
"Husband, this cottage is so small, and I have so much to do. Go back to the fish and ask him for a castle. Go tell him that you want to be king.
Wife, I do not wish to be king. I'm happy in the cottage.
Husband, go back to the fish and tell him we must have a castle. If you don't want to be king, then I will be king. Tell the fish, make me a king. Go.
So, the fisherman went back to the sea. The waves were high. The wind was strong. The fisherman called, "Oh, fish in the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish."
The fish appeared and asked, "What does she want this time?"
"Oh, fish, my wife wishes to be king."
"Go home, she is king."
The fisherman couldn't believe his ears. And as he got closer, he couldn't believe his eyes. There, where his cottage had been, stood a fine, grand castle with guards and servants and all sorts of fine ladies and gentlemen. The fisherman found his wife in a throne room, sitting on a golden throne with the jeweled crown on her head, giving orders to those around her. "There, wife," said the fisherman, "now you are king. Now we can be happy, happy as can be."
Said his wife, "we shall see."
So the fisherman and his wife lived together in the castle, and the fisherman was happy.
His wife was happy too. She was happy for 1 week. One evening, the wife could not sleep. She looked at the moon and the stars above, and then she watched the sun begin to rise. "That's it," she thought. "I must be the ruler of the sun and the moon and the stars." Husband, wake up! Wake up! Go to the fish. Tell him I have a new wish. Tell him I wish to be the ruler of the sun and the moon and the stars.
"Wife, you are king. I don't want to ask the fish for this wish. It's too much."
"Husband, I must be ruler of the sun and the moon and the stars. Go back to the fish and tell him, go."
The fisherman left the castle, very slowly walked to the ocean. The water was black. The waves were churning. The wind was howling. The fisherman shouted, "Oh, fish in the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish."
Up swam the fish. "What does she want now?"
"She wants to be ruler of the sun and the moon and the stars."
"No, that is too much. Go home. Your wife has what she deserves."
The fisherman returned home to find his wife not the ruler of the sun and the moon and the stars, and not a king in a large castle, and not living in a fine cottage, but back in the simple hut by the sea. And the fisherman